Go check out igsky.com if you're looking for some cheap FIFA 16 coins. Use Rossi for an 8% discount. Enjoy the video. Hello guys, Mr. Rossi1990 here in this episode number 2 of the Diamond Effect. We are back. If you missed the first episode, I recommend going and checking out to see exactly what happens, because we're going to get straight into it this episode. As you can see, the backlot is in its standard state as it was the last episode. We do need a contract on our right back, but that doesn't matter too much. I'll do that when I do that. People have requested that this guy actually has an upgraded card, but for now, I like to keep it as a silver player. It's just something I like to do. I may change it up throughout the series. We'll have to wait and see. Steve McLaren is our manager. Absolute banter. But anyway, Napoli is going to be today's episode. Now, I want to let you guys know how you want this to go down. I want you guys to let me know even how you want this to go down. Basically, Napoli, I've got a lot of very good players who, you know, aren't necessarily positions I want to use. So Hamsik's going to be our centre mid. That's a guarantee. I wanted to use Hamsik centre mid because I felt like that was his best position. He can play cam, but it's not 100% guaranteed to what you've got. They've got a lot of good cams. Hamsik, as you can see, Mertens, Callion. We're going to put in Callion. We're also going to put in Mertens. But there's something I did in this team which may possibly annoy some people, may not. We'll look at our striker first. That's going to be the 89 rated Higuain, which is a very nice card. What I did was I rocked this team going into the games, but I subbed off Callion for 85 Insigne. So this was the actual diamond I used. And the reason I did this is because Insigne has a cam card. It's just nowhere near his best card, whereas his 85 rated is. But subbing him on into cam allowed him to be on 9 chemistry as a sub straight away. So I thought it was a very good idea to do that. If you guys don't like that, let me know in the comment section below, and I won't do it ever again, just to get out of the way early, just because there's a lot of good left and right wingers in some of the teams. I.e., when we go to use Real Madrid, would you like me to use like Ronaldo? Would you rather me leave him out and use a player like Isco or something like that? Let me know in the comment section below. But this is the diamond I went for. This one I really badly like Insigne, one of my favourite players on the game, so I had to use him. I couldn't leave him out. So that is the team. Rafa is still in there doing the business, Rafa. But anyway, let's go into the games. I'll run you through it. Okay, so going into the games, and this first opponent actually has a pretty average team, I must say so. He has McCormack out front, and whenever I come up against Ross McCormack, things go to shit. And, well, yeah, let's just get there when we get there. Start things off pretty much right at the end of the first half here. We win a penalty from a horrible tackle. Let's not lie. A disgraceful tackle from his guy there. Picks himself up a yellow card, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. Yes, he does. And we go in, you know, thinking, you know, penalty. Pretty good chance to score a goal, right? You expect to score a goal from a penalty. We put it on Zuma for some reason. We put it on Higuain. It was on Zuma for some unknown reason. Higuain steps up, takes the penalty, and of course it gets saved. Unbelievable. Right at the end of the half, that kind of frustrated me because this game wasn't going my way, as you'll probably end up seeing at the end of it. We do actually have enough shots to, you think, score a goal. And then a through ball through the middle completely sells my whole team. Yeah. Exactly. Lee Griffiths. Good player in real life, doing a lot of good stuff for Celtic at the moment. But not good times for me. Puts it in the back of the net. And that's how that one finished. Even though I do feel like I should have at least got something out of that game. Really, really frustrating game. But that's FIFA. You got to kind of chalk them off as just, that's FIFA. That's exactly how to explain it. But then we go into this game. This guy's got a pretty good team. He's got a load of strong links rather than like half links. A lot of team links and stuff like that. Sterling? No, it's not Sterling. What's he called? Sinclair and Perisic Strike Force. Looks pretty dangerous. I'm not sure why Sinclair got an upgraded card. Some guy let me know in the comments section below possibly. But Mertens, again, right at the end of the first half, seems to be a trend with us. We are scoring some 45th minute cheese. But it's a really nice guy. He runs down the wing and smashes it into the top corner. Not really down the wing, it's kind of central, but really nice finish from Dries Mertens. He was actually a really fun card to use. I've used him a number of times, and it would be nice if he got himself like an inform or something, which is a central card, because whenever he seems to get an inform or whatever, he gets a winger one, and that just frustrates me. It's the same situation as the Insigne. I like them to be cams, but never are. But that game was kind of a 50-50 kind of game. He probably could have got himself a goal in that game, so 5 shots, 2 on target, but another day, you know, that's what happens. But then start the second half off brilliantly. Insigne wins the ball back, and we're almost one-on-one with his goalkeeper right there. And what he does is he rounds Smalling with ease and just slots that one into the back of net for 2-0. Really, really happy with that. We ended the first half with a goal, went straight into the second half and got ourselves another goal. And Insigne was a brilliant card. Really did enjoy him, and the game face just looks exactly like him. I love it when that's the case. Nothing worse than getting a guy who looks nothing like the actual player. I was, you know, FIFA obviously a lot better these days, but back in the day, that was just very annoying for me. But anyway, 2-0, feeling pretty happy, but then it gets a little bit iffy. He plays a nice little ball out of the wing here to, I think that's Danny Ings on the ball, who whips in a cross eventually after some horrible defending from me. And it's a pretty good finish, actually, on the volley there from Perisic. I do like him, actually. He's a really good card, Perisic. I think that's his upgraded card. I used one of his informs as a cam once, and he was a fantastic card to use for me personally. I think he's got that 5-star weak foot, almost like a Draxler-esque type of player. But really fun card. Did the damage against me to put this guy back into the game, and it got a little bit sketchy at 2-1. But eventually we do actually get another chance here with Higuain, who is going absolutely nowhere in this situation, but he just comes in and cracks me to the floor. Higuain was a really, really dangerous player in and around the box. He does a little like chip thing. When a guy's approaching him in a tackle, I don't actually do anything apart from run and watch. He just like dinks it over him, and he hacks me down. And you'll see later on in the video, he does something very, very similar in another situation. I'll get there when I get there. But we do put Higuain on this penalty after missing the first one. We thought, you know what, let's give him a second chance. Maybe it was my fault first time. He does slot that one, I should say, away quite nicely and put us comfortable in the game now at 3-1, 80th minute. You're kind of thinking, you know what, that's pretty much game over. But you never know with FIFA, you never know. But it's a really standard penalty, straight down the middle. Goalkeepers normally dive, so I like to do that one quite a bit. And that's how that one did finish. So that's pretty sweet. As you can see, some of the assists and whatever there, you want to have a look at that, you can do. But then again, this guy probably felt quite bad. He didn't get some out of the game looking at the stats. So that's one game to me, one game to the opponent. And then we come up against what is known as a standard Bundesliga team to me. A lot of people have this team. It's got a very dangerous attack, a very decent defense, and a good all-round midfield. It's one of the best teams you can use in FIFA. Personally, but whenever I go to use it, it doesn't play that well. But as you can see, the first half, nothing really happened, no goals to show. Pretty standard first half, and then he gets the ball down here with Royce. This guy was a decent opponent, I'll give him that. He gets the ball with Royce, nice weak foot cross there, beautiful cross actually, to Lewandowski, who heads it in back post, and I was fearing the worst at this stage. 65th minute, I thought, you know what, screw FIFA today. I'm having a horrible time with lag and whatever, my internet was having a mare, and yeah, well, that was just that basically. But then, 80th minute on the clock, Higuain struts his way through, and then some horrible lag on the screen. I do apologise about that. For some reason, my Elgato likes to troll me when I score. Whenever I score a goal, intense glitchy lag. I need to sort that out. I will eventually do that. I do apologise, but it will definitely get sorted out, I hope. I'm actually in contact with Elgato, and they're going to try and sort me out. But that's a goal. And that's that's full time, but we are playing online single matches, so we will play some extra time, which is ideal, because look what happens in extra time. Higuain decides to take matters into his own book and puts that one away quite nicely. Absolute craziness. Really, really nice little dink over there. I don't understand how he does it. Like, I do nothing to make him do it, and yet he does a little dink over. And that puts us 2-1 up in that game, of course it does. And we go into this game now pretty comfortable, and here comes the third goal. And Higuain again gets in behind. A little bit of luck to that goal, if I'm honest. A little bit of luck. And this guy did actually go on to rage quit, which is, you know, lol. Absolute lol moments. When a guy rage quits at 3-1, I honestly felt like he probably could have got back into the game. It was a scrappy goal. We'll take it, though. And that's how that one ended. Eventually, you'll see the rage quit does, in fact, happen. And it's not a bad little post there from Higuain, but as you can see, Higuain did pick up a hat-trick in that game. Pretty good stuff from him. Stuff. You see, a pretty even game. It could have definitely gone either way, but luckily for me, it went the way of the Rossi, which it should do, you know? We did lose one game and 1-2, which is okay, but yeah, definitely could have done better in that situation. But as you can see, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Costa Diamond, only 270k. I say only compared to 1.3 million in the last episode. Definitely a decrease. Best player was Insigne, but then saying that, it wasn't the best one I've used. I say that because obviously I've done previous series. It wasn't the most fun. Only going to get 6 out of 10. Some guys might say that's a bit low, considering I won 2 out of the 3, but it just wasn't as fun as the Juventus one. I don't know what it was. It just wasn't really for me. Higuain was a decent enough player, but it was just something missing in the team. Maybe it was a FIFA on the day. You can never really be sure. But that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be absolutely fantastic. Let me know in the comment section below who you'd like me to do next. Hopefully you had a good day. I'll catch you next time. And bye-bye. Lol.